Hello, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me for your November Tarotscope. Alright, Scorpio, I've laid out 4 weeks of cards for you, and let's jump into the reading. So we start out with the Six of Wands. This is the card of winning. It's also a yes card. So if you were wondering something, Scorpio, about November, then the answer is yes. This is the card that says that you have won. You have completed your task. You're the person who is bringing it home. You're being acknowledged for the winner, the triumph, the heraldry of success. So this is a very, very good card to start off the month with. In the second card, we have the Two of Pentacles, and this talks about balance. So with the Two of Pentacles, you can be sure that there is going to be something that needs to be decided about your body or finances. So there's probably going to be an outlay of cash at the end of the decision, but you need to decide if you're taking the job, not taking the job, moving, staying, starting a business, waiting. Something has to be decided, and the end result will be that you have to spend money concerning that decision. Then we have the Devil. When the Devil appears in a reading, this usually indicates some sort of domination or obsession or manipulation, and can indicate addiction. Now, addiction doesn't have to mean drugs or alcohol. We can be addicted to many, many things. The moon is eclipsed in this card, showing that there are things hidden. There are subconscious urges that are pulling us toward the dark side. And the two dragons, rather than two human forms, are chained to the Devil's throne, but they are willing participants. These are a chain of stars. So you are willing in this gross extravaganza here, and you have the power to pull yourself out. Life is lighter and happier without addictions, so you have to pull yourself out of this obsessive way of thinking. And it could just be obsessive thinking. You may find that you and others around you are engaging in obsessive thinking now more than usual. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you are addicted or obsessed, but you could be engaging in terribly obsessive thinking, and that may not be good for you. Let's go on to the second week, which is the Two of Swords, which indicates a crossroads. Not being able to make a decision is a dilemma that some people have a lot of the time. Scorpio, you're not one of those people. You're usually pretty decisive about things. This particular decision indicates to me that there's something you don't want to see, and that's why you can't make the decision. You're possibly in denial or just avoiding the inevitable concerning this decision. And it's better, though, to move forward and confront things rather than let them linger, because they may block you from doing what you really want to do later on. It is also conceivable that you don't have all the facts about the situation yet. And I'm sure, Scorpio, that's what you're claiming, even if it isn't true. So acknowledge what is really going on. Acknowledge both of the truths that are facing you and what you have to decide about them, and then make your decision in the second week of November. Very important. This is also the week when you're going to experience the last eclipse, the eclipse in Taurus. So this could be another impetus to make these decisions. The eclipse in Taurus, most likely, Scorpio, is going to force you into a decision. So rather than have the choice taken out of your hands, it would be wise if you could make the choice ahead of time. And then we have the Strength card. And under the Strength card it says bravery. In this deck, the Strength card is number 11. It's switched places with the Justice card. I don't quite know right now what impact that has on readings, but I'm just noting it for those of you who collect tarot decks. In this deck, this card is indicating that you're going to have a moment where you have to dig deep into yourself, into your own character, and be brave about a situation. So something is going to confront you. You are going to have to make decisions about how to behave, and I would encourage you to take the braver of the two decisions. So stand up for what you believe in, stand up for those that you love who are around you, and devote yourself to self-improvement as well as developing what's going on in your own current situation. So this card says that you will do what is right and reflect and wait before taking action. So don't rush into it, but do end up being brave in your decision. And the final card is the World, which always indicates the completion of a cycle. So possibly whatever you're making this decision about with the Strength card has to do with wrapping up a cycle in your life. And I think all three of these cards here relate to what is going to happen from the eclipse in Taurus on November 8th. We also had an eclipse on October 25th, which was in Scorpio, and that may have been the beginning of the ultimate conclusion of wrapping up this cycle. So you have something in your life that is complete, it's coming to an end. You should accept your just rewards for your hard work in that cycle, and accept that it is finished and that it is time for you to move on. The next card is the third week, and it starts with the Knight of Wands, which is immaturity. So the third week is very interesting. We start out with the Knight of Wands, which is somebody who is somewhat immature but acts hastily. So this is somebody who wants to rush in and fix everything and, bar the way, sort of like a blocker in football is just going to bar the way so that you can run down to the goal. And so this person is maybe not quite understanding the full situation that you're in. Nevertheless, this also could be somebody who is coming into your life as a romantic partner who would be a fire sign. That would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So it's still a good card to have. It's just somebody who has an immature, sort of rushed, fiery energy. Right after that, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Kind of the opposite. This is a person who has a slow energy. This is somebody who is steady, who is loyal, who is not hasty in their decisions. And I think you need both energies in order to make the right decisions in this third week of November. The end result is that you will have fulfillment. So I do think if you're looking for love, Scorpio, you're probably going to get it. You started out the reading with the Six of Wands, which is a yes card. Now you have the Nine of Cups and these two possible partners showing up in the third week of November. So very interesting third week of November. I guess you'll be experiencing the input of friends quite a bit during that week, but also you will get your heart's desire. And then we come up to the fourth week, which shows the King of Cups. And this is going to be a person, a yang energy person who is quite supportive, quite loving, quite nurturing, quite knowledgeable, but also very supportive of you. So whatever you choose, whatever you're choosing, whether it's a romantic partner, a business partner, or just somebody to study with, the King of Cups is going to support your choice and think that you've made a good move. The next card is the Hanged Man, which says stillness. The last two cards here, the Hanged Man and the Page of Swords, go together quite well. The Hanged Man shows that you're going to have a period of stillness or abeyance or stagnation even, where you're unable to make any real big moves in the situation that you find yourself in. And remember that you had the World card back here in the second week, which means that some cycle has come to a close or to completeness. So obviously in the last 2 weeks of November, you're starting something new or you're trying to start something new. And the Hanged Man is saying, maybe, you're not quite sure what you're going to do. As is being said by the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. You're not quite sure where you're going, or you're taking a sidebar, a side route, a side street in order to begin a new relationship and not necessarily get into any kind of new job or a new business situation. So the Hanged Man is saying, take a different look. See if you can look at things from a different perspective in your situation, because this is going to give you a clue about where you need to go next. And the final card, the Page of Swords, education, is saying you may want to go back to school, you may want to train or go to some kind of apprenticeship or internship or training in order to take your next step. So Scorpio, hopefully you now have a nice new relationship that's coming into being, and you're taking your time and settling into the idea that the past cycle is finished and now you're moving on to something new, and you might want to get some training for that new cycle. So that's the tarot cards. That's what they say. Let's move on now to the oracle card, and it says, Dolphin, don't worry, be happy. The dolphin has the spiritual ability to uplift your spirits with its friendly, playful nature. Escape from the stress of life by being more relaxed and doing more of what you enjoy. Pursue your creative passions and use your energy in a more productive way. Try not to worry about issues you have no control over. This worrying can become a habit. So by taking a more relaxed and laid-back attitude, you can conquer your stress and become more calm and content. Your mantra is, I love to be playful and let go of worry. And Scorpio, I think that's something that's kind of hard for you to do in general, so really take this to heart. It is a time for playfulness, and the universe is giving you kind of a break, kind of a vacation here these last 2 weeks of November before something really big starts up. So take the time to play and enjoy while you plan where you're going to go to school, what kind of training you're going to get, and what your next big move is going to be. It seems that you may have a new love in your life, and so enjoy that and enjoy being playful with that relationship. So that's the reading that I have for you, Scorpio. Some nice things on the horizon for you. I think November is going to be a wonderful month for you, and I hope you really enjoy it. Please leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you thought about this reading and how it resonated for you. I love doing these videos for you. I'm so happy that you're watching them. And thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Have a great November and a great holiday season, Scorpio. And I will see you next time.